Hello again, everybody. Every now and again I just have a look round my main colony. Probably about once a week I do this, and I use my microscope camera just to scan round the colony, round all the chambers of the nest, to see what brood they've got, what stages the brood are at. Does everything look well fed? Is everything well organised? Is the queen still alive? And as I've said in some of my other videos, that you can learn a lot about what your colony requires in terms of food. By looking at the brood, seeing how much they've got of different types of brood. Um, so anyway, that's the pictures you're looking at. I'm just going round all the chambers of the nest. We're on the left-hand side at the moment, and in a minute I'll go across to the other side. But really, I wanted to make a video today just to make an announcement. A week ago, last Saturday, I was contacted by Ants Hollifer. And if any of you don't know who Ants Hollifer is, he's an ant YouTuber, much bigger than myself, and he keeps a lot more species than I do. And he asked me if I would like to do his podcast. So he has a thing called the Ants Hollifer podcast, and he has different topics each time. And the topic this time was going to be basic ant keeping, how you get into the hobby, a discussion about all the very basic sort of things that you need to know, and how to keep basic species. Those sort of questions. So yeah, that's why he asked me, because obviously that's what my channel is dedicated to. And so there was myself, Alex, that's Ants Hollifer, and a gentleman called Pete, who runs a ant keeping shop called Ant Boy UK. And I must confess, I haven't actually ever bought anything from Antboy UK, although any of you who have watched my Formicarium video, which I did about a year ago now, will know in that Formicarium video I talked about one of his ranges. When I did the little section on his shop, I talked about one of his ranges, his Waitong Pro range, and I said then, it's something I wouldn't mind trying, and I would, but it was out of stock at the time. And one of the questions I actually asked him on the podcast, I said, when are you getting your Waitong Pro range back in stock? And if they come back in stock, let's say this autumn, I might well buy the big version that he's got in that range to be the Lasius niger nest for next year. Because yeah, as you can see, they're growing very well. I'll wait till sort of the end of the year before hibernation, and then I'll try and put up a little sequence of videos over this year, like one I took just after they were coming out of hibernation, and other ones that I've taken throughout the year, so that I and you can sort of compare the different size, how what's developed. Because like I said before, you almost don't notice the development, you don't see it happening. They're getting bigger, but you're not realizing it because it's trickle a little bit each day. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed just a little look round all what they've got brood wise. I can see there's two egg piles. I actually, when watching this back, I think there was a third egg pile that I didn't focus in on the last chamber on the left hand side. So I think they might have, because the queen's moved over to the other side. She isn't normally over the side that she is. I've never seen her over that side before, so that's a first. And if there is an egg pile over that side, that's a first as well. But they've got a mixture of everything. A lot of pupa actually at the moment, and I think that's because of the hot weather. They went quite quickly, and they had a lot of food recently. They had a few big moths and a wasp all within a few days of each other. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody.